Every painting starts the same. A blank surface, a few lines, and an idea that won't leave you alone. This is A Rose is Still a Rose. A piece that started as a quiet sketch in my archive and ended up taking a whole new life in oil. Watch this come to life. For large-scale work, precision is everything. I use the grid method, not to copy, but to anchor, to make sure my proportions are strong before the real magic begins. It's not about making it perfect, it's about setting the right foundation, just like anything in life. Precision is everything. As you can see, while I use the grid method, I'm taking my time out just to sketch this situation out. A lot of times when I'm painting, I'll focus on the actual painting of it all, but since this did start out as a sketch, I'm taking the same approach. I'm focusing on that and expanding out and building out from there. I want to make sure that I still capture the original essence of this piece, the original reason why I sketched it in the first place, or capture that original feeling years ago. As you can see, or maybe not as you can see, in this shot while I was creating this painting in early 2022, I had just had my second daughter, my technical fifth child, my baby girl, Coco. So I was fresh from giving birth to her. It definitely was an ideal time for me to pick this sketch up and turn it into a painting. The meaning speaks for itself. The message, it speaks for itself. As you can see, I tend to expand on the concept, which brings it more to life than I could ever imagine. Turns it into something totally different. The concept remains the same. When you think about why you start something, it can definitely reunite you with that original feeling and bring you back to that place. I did the sketch A Rose is Still a Rose when I was at a point in my life where I really needed to understand that no matter what I was going through or what adversities I was facing, I was still beautiful. And even when I created the painting a few years ago, it was a reminder to me that I am still blossoming as a woman. That's important to keep in mind. The journey is forever, it's never stopping, and we gotta keep those types of ideals at our forefront. We gotta remember that, it's a marathon and not a race. There's always constant growth. I'm always open for that. I'm always open to still be blooming. I'm still a rose, and I'll always be a rose. I want my daughters to, have that same energy and realize that themselves. That's something I want to teach them and instill. How a rose will always be a rose. And, those are my little flower babies. Oil painting is all about patience, layers, letting the color build and breathe. Right now, I'm just blocking in the base, finding the undertones, setting the mood. This part is ugly, but that's the point. You gotta trust the process. This is where the painting starts to speak back. Shadows bring dimensions. The forms start rounding out. I don't just fill in shadows. I sculpt them. If you look close, there's a rhythm to it, a push and a pull. And once I see the light meeting the dark just right, I'm in the right zone. Here's where the patience pays off. It's the details, the subtle shifts in color, the way the light hits the petals that make the painting come alive. I don't rush this. I listen. The painting will tell you when it's ready, when it's balanced, when it feels done. Every piece I create is a conversation between who I was when I started and who I became while painting it. A rose is still a rose isn't just paint on wood. It's a moment, a feeling, a story that finally found its way to surface, and now it's ready to be seen. A rose is still a rose. For all my artists out there, you got any old sketches you just look back at and figure you might want to still do something with it? Turn it into something more, even recreate it. I had no idea how it would actually turn out. In my mind, I was just going to recreate the actual sketch, which explains why I said black and white, and I didn't attempt to use color. Thought about it though, but I decided to pretty much keep with the original theme, but expand on it in a genuine way. Each flower in these colors represent the beauty of womanhood, the variety, the different layers, different aspects, the depth. The fact that a rose can take on so many forms and still be as beautiful as it is. It's the ideal representation. I'm very proud of this piece. If this piece speaks to you, let me know down in the comments. And if you got a project sitting in your archives, maybe it's time to bring it to life. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time. And as usual, be easy, be real. Peace.
Spot.